what's up? It's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. And before we get started with today's video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. Today's video is going to be my June reading wrap-up. So these are all of the books I read in the month of June, and I read 18 books. I'm going to go over them, what I rated them, and let's get started. Starting off, I read Unravel Me by Becca Mack. I gave this 5 stars. This is book 3 in the Playing for Keeps series. It is hockey. It is friends to lovers. It is single mom. And I had a fantastic time with it. And next is Stolen Summer. And I gave this 3.5 stars. This is a short little novella. And it is a doctor-patient book. Next, I read Play Nice by Rachel Harrison. I give this 4 stars. This is a horror book. It is about this haunted house and creepy things going on. It is these 3 sisters. We follow one of them, and their mother passes away, and so then they are left this house that they grew up in where weird things happened, and our main character is trying to fix it up to sell it. And that is the premise of that one. The next is The Worst Wedding Date by Pippa Grant. I read this as an ARC. This is a 5-star read for me. This is a contemporary romance set at her best friend's wedding, and it is her best friend's brother. Next, I read Dissection of a Murder by Jo Murray, which is 5 stars. One of my best books of the year. It is my 3rd favorite book of the year so far. It is a courtroom thriller. It is about this woman who is tasked to defend this person who is accused of murdering a judge, only he won't tell her anything about what happened that night. He only will say everything when he's on the stand. Next, I read an arc of Smash or Pass. I gave this 4.5 stars. This is a YA sapphic romance set at volleyball camp. It is very summery, very friends to lovers, and just a really sweet time. Next, I read The Pact by Sharon Bolton. Gave this 2 stars. I was not a fan. This is a summery thriller. It is about these people who end up committing this crime, and then they were drunk driving and they killed these people, and one of them takes the fall for it. Years later, she's out of prison and she is there to collect on the favors that they all agreed to owe her. And then I read All the Lies, which I gave 5 stars, and Paint It All Red. I gave 5 stars as well. These are the 4th and 5th books in the Mindfuck series by S.T. Abbey. I loved this. This is a dark romance series. It is FBI agent and serial killer. She is a serial killer who goes around killing people who are horrible, horrible people because of something that happened to her in her past, and it is their romance. Next, I read A Dance of Shadows by Eva Chase, book 3 in the Royal Spare series. Gave this 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed this one, but it did feel more of a fillery book. This is a royalty Why Choose romance, and this one we did get some, I don't want to spoil too much, but some stuff happened with someone else. And there's just always cliffhangers at the end of these books, and I'm so excited to read the 4th and final one. Next, I read an arc of Number 1, gave this 4 stars. This is a thriller book about this author who her biggest competition, who is in the number 1 spot on this best-selling list of authors, gets murdered, and then she is bumped up to number 1 spot. And so people are thinking maybe she did something because someone killed this other woman, and it's just, who did it? And I really enjoyed it. Next, I read Willing Prey by Ali Oleander. Gave this 4.5 stars. This is a spicy romance about this woman who agrees to work for this guy. He's going to pay her a bunch of money if for 30 days she agrees to live at his house and also let him actually chase her to have sex with her. It's very much primal play, and at first it's to the extreme, no aftercare. He actually wants to chase and wants her to fight back, and then of course he falls for her. Next, I read The Wrong Sister by Claire Douglas. I gave this 3 stars. This was shaping up to be a 5-star read, but sadly ended up being a 3-star. There were plot holes. There were things that were brought up and never brought up again. And sadly, it did not work for me. If you want to know more, I have a reading vlog on my channel. It is my new to me author reading vlog. And I go into more detail about how I was loving this one until I wasn't. Next, I read God of Malice by Rena Kent, book 1 in the Legacy of God series. Gave this 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed this. This is definitely a dark romance, so check your trigger warnings. He is psycho, and at the beginning, he does something very horrible, and he does horrible things throughout the book. But the beginning, I was very caught off guard. But I had a fun time with this. And the next one I read was House of Cards, and I loved this book. I gave it 5 stars. It is phenomenal. It is an MM romance. One of them is a single dad. The other is just a very grumpy guy and is always kind of grumpy and rude towards the single dad, but then they become more. They are neighbors, and then the grumpy MMC ends up with this foster child because his friends from many years ago, they end up dying in a car accident, I believe, and the kid is left in his custody, and so then he gets closer with the neighbor, and it's just very sweet. Next, I read an arc of Heartbreak blog, gave this 3.5 stars. This is a sapphic romance. It is friends to lovers, very slow burn. It is completely clean. There is no spice. They do not even kiss until like the 96% mark. I enjoyed this, but it felt like it was also a little slow and not very much happened. But it was still a fun time. I read Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace. I give this 3.5 stars. This is a Christmas romance. It is small town city girl, ex small town boy, and it's also enemies to lovers. I was not enjoying this one at first, but by the end it really picked up for me, so a 3.5 overall. And finally, I read The Girlfriend Treatment by Jessa Kane. This is a short little novella. I gave this 4 stars. This is age gap, and I just had a very fun time with this. She is pretending to be his girlfriend, and I really enjoyed it. That is it for this video. Those are the books I read in June. Let me know your favorite book of June, or if you don't feel like commenting that, you can leave the blue heart emoji. And before you guys go, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.